Hang on a minute, something's not quite right. Ah, much better. Ahoy hoy folks, hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here then welcome, if you're not new then welcome back. Yes, it is already that time of the month. It is time for ScrawlrBox. So this arrived today and we're going to unbox it and see what is inside this month's box. I know as well that Finnegan over here has a little something he's got planned and that he's going to be announcing a bit later in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But for now, let's unbox this box and see what is inside. Right, here we are. Let me just pop my glasses on and have a sip of my tea. Ooh, lovely. Right, so if you don't know what ScrawlrBox is, then where have you been? Living under a rock? ScrawlrBox is a monthly art subscription box. The cost of the items inside always outweigh the cost of the box itself, plus you get a magazine and sweet and lots of other things inside. It is very good value for money. Generally, I do review these and I do look at the prices and I do tell you if they're good value for money or not. I believe in being completely honest and transparent with my reviews, and I must say over the last couple of years I've built quite a good relationship with ScrawlrBox where I can go to them and be brutally honest, but they honestly do listen to the whole community. So I think it's really important for a company to be able to do that and be nice and transparent, so they get a big thumbs up from me for that. But let's have a little look inside. Oh, I've pulled from the wrong end. I've already ruined it. There we go, much better. And let's see what we have. So these are our supplies, which the wrapper down here is just broken free, so I'm just going to pop that there so I don't get any spoilers. We have our ScrawlrZine, again spoilers, I'm going to pop that to the side. We have a lovely print from Maisie's Summer by the look of it. Yes, Maisie's Summer. We've got Instagram, X and website just down here. There we go. Go and follow them. Give them some love. It's always good to support other people in the community. And then we've got some watercolour paper. Right, so this looks pencil-y and we've got watercolour paper. Are we going to get watercolour pencils? That's my hunch. That's what I'm going to say. And we'll open this up and have a look and see how correct my premonition is. Okay, so we've got, okay. Not what I was expecting. We've got Derwent art pencils. We have had Derwent art pencils before. I really like the Derwent art pencils. It would be nice to see what colours we've got in here. We've got a paintbrush. This is a Pro Art Polar. It's a number 2 round white nylon. Again, I think we've had this in a different size, so we're almost getting a little collection here. Our sweet this month is a Chupa Chumps Cola Sticks. Very nice. I'm going to be chowing down on that in just a few moments. We've also got some Daler Rowney Aquafine Gouache. Now, I've had Daler Rowney Aquafine watercolours. I've not had the gouache before, and this is in white. This is in zinc white, so it's a very white. So I'm intrigued. Are these watercolour pencils or not? It just says fine art pencils. Should we have a look what colours we have? There's usually 6 in a box. So we have, they usually have names on them. Yes, Iron Blue, Orange Sorbet, Pink Flamingo, Baked Earth, Lime Green, which almost looks like a fluorescent yellow, and Olivine or Olivine. So those are the colours with watercolour paper. Interesting. I'm going to change the camera around so we can have a proper look in the zine and do some swatching with these. So whilst I'm getting set up, I suppose I should let Finn. So Finn, if you don't know, is the puppet that I made recently, who is now the channel's social media manager. And he's let the title go to his head, I have to say. But I'm going to let him say a few words whilst I get set up, and then I'll be back with you in just a moment.
Hello everyone, my name is Finnegan and I am the channel's social media manager. So, until now, Sean has been doing giveaways once a month. Once a month, a random video will have a giveaway. Well, no more. I say let's make it nice and easy. From now on, ScrawlrBox unboxing days are giveaway days. I know what you're thinking. How do I win? Well, let me tell you. Simply be subscribed and type the keyword of the month in the comments below. This month's keyword is puppet. That's right, it's that easy. So, make sure you're subscribed and say the magic word.
Thank you for that, Finn. Don't forget also that I am aiming to get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. If I can get there, then these monthly giveaways are going to be small fry. I am planning something big. Once we get closer, then I will announce what we're actually going to be giving away. So if you haven't subscribed already, now is the perfect time to do that. Also, a good point to say that if you are a Patreon subscriber, and these are the lovely Patreon subscribers so far, you get automatic entry into every month's giveaway, and different levels get different amounts of entries. But let's take a look at the... Well, actually, no. Let's not take a look at the zine. I'm going to have a look at the pencils first, because I just have completely gone over the fact that these are Inktense pencils. So it just comes in a standard Derwent fine art pencils thing, which, I mean, all of their pencils come in this, I think. But yeah, these are Inktense, which are absolutely 100% watercolour pencils. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's have a look inside the Scrawler zine. So yeah, we've got Inktense pencils, and I'm not sure they're fluoro colours, but they are certainly very bright. And then we've got our gouache as well, which is, you know what, I've been using gouache more and more, and I really enjoy using gouache. It's actually a really nice medium. So I'm excited about this, mixing watercolours and gouache together. We've also got in here Sit Down with the Artist with Maisie Summer. We've also got our Scrawler Tips swatching. That's what we're going to be doing in just a moment. Swatching is a very important part of learning your supplies and what they can do. It tells you ways to activate, so dry on the page, onto a wet page, or using in a palette. Tells you about the gouache as well. Layer, layer, layer. Yes, once dry, the pigment isn't lifted like regular watercolours, so it's easy to layer over more colours. So that's good to know. So we've got a bit of a deep dive into layering up. So we've got wet on wet and then dry on wet. So it's the versatility of watercolour pencils, why I really like using them. We've got some behind the artist advice. And then we've got the Scrawler Gallery. So this was the Fire and Ice. Oh yes, this was the Viviva colours, wasn't it? Lady Doodleberg, familiar name there. Any others? Kate Does Art Stuff. I think that's everyone, but there are some really nice pieces here. Of course I'm drawn to the skull. I mean, you know that's a little bit of me. And up here we've got what just reminds me of Cat Dog. I'm that old. And then over here we've got our top three. So Linda Beckering, Tresby and Karis Clark. I saw this one online and it is beautiful. It is really, really nice. They're all really nice. Everyone's done an amazing job. So we've got Maisie's collection. So this is Maisie's kind of go-to art supplies that she uses. I should do a little what my favourite art supplies and my go-to art supplies thing is. And then we've got a gather your thoughts, a little bit about mental health. I mean, that's very much what this channel is all about, creativity and mental health. So if that's your thing, do stick around. And then of course, we have got our monthly challenge, which is hodgepodge. 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 Okay, it's already lost meaning to me. I've said it too many times. Hodgepodge. One more time. So hodgepodge is our Scrawler challenge. I'm not really sure with that one. Hodgepodge just kind of means a little bit of everything. I suppose with this is a little bit hodgepodge. The shop has just got lots of things in the window. So I suppose that's an interpretation of that. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for this. Let's just have, I do have up here a water brush with some water in it. So I'll leave the brush for now until I'm actually using the supplies in the challenge. But I'm just going to go through, and this is, it's a hot press, 10 sheets, 200 GSM. So not an amazingly thick one, but it should be fine for pencils. And the hot press means that we've got a much smoother surface as well. So I'm going to go through, what order should I do these in? We'll go, that feels right. So iron blue first, and they all have their numbers with them as well. So I'm just going to do some swatching as a pencil, and then I'll come back afterwards and activate them with water on the page. We're getting a nice bit of texture through. That's good. So that's the iron blue. Sounds like iron brew, the drink. This is olivine, which obviously a nice olivey green. Then we have lime green, which to my eyes is, well, on the pencil it looks more fluoro, like a fluorescent yellow. But yeah, that's definitely a lime green. Then we have, I'll go below now, we've got orange sorbet. So we've got orange and lime and olive. Yeah, the names so far are quite foodie. Then we've got pink flamingo. I actually, yeah, getting the correct pink for a flamingo is actually a very difficult thing. I love a bit of wildlife art. And finally over here, just realised that my my microphone has been on pause. So the sound might have been a little bit odd there, but there we are. And then this one is the baked earth. Okay. So quite nice colours so far. I'm sure we can mix them together. In fact, let's have a little bit of a play. Let's mix some of this pink flamingo with some of this orange sorbet. And let's see what we get. It should be a bit more of a reddish colour. Wow, that orange sorbet is quite powerful. Okay, so blending as pencils, not bad. Okay, here is the magic of watercolour pencils. Forgive me, this isn't the cleanest brush in the world because all of the bristles have been dyed. But, oh wow, the saturation on that, you can really pull that up. Oh, okay. Tissue so I can dry my brush. And then we go into the olivine. So one thing I'm noticing from this is it is really lifting the pigment from the page, which means it's eliminating a lot of the pencil marks, which actually is can be a positive and a negative. The colour of that really does seem to change to more of a yellow when you activate it with a bit of water. Sometimes when you're using this kind of supply, you want a bit of that pencil mark underneath, and sometimes you don't. This one you can get a very smooth colour, which is one of the reasons that we do these swatches, so that we learn basically what the limitations of the supplies are, what the colours are like. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens with this one that we've mixed down here. So we've got some of the pink flamingo and the orange sorbet. That is a much more intense orange. Interesting, interesting. This is drying fairly quickly. What happens if I dab this with just a bit of tissue? Yeah, we can lift, which is really nice. I like it when you can lift some of the colour, because it means that you can get nice lighter patches in there as well. Can we do the same down here? Watch this. There we go, just desaturated that area. Right, I've done that just because I want to test out this white gouache, and I will use this brush for this. Ooh, Okay, oh, actually, we can mix it with the colour that's there as well. So I'm getting like a sky blue in this section. Look at that. So we're getting opacity and colour. Interesting, but we can also layer it quite thickly on top. So for instance, if I come down to this pink here, I actually get quite nice coverage in there. Very, very nice. Interesting supplies. And certainly something to play around with. Quite like the gouache. I want to see now if I... Let's go with the orange again, because I think that's nice and easy to see. If I do this, and then put down just a little bit of gouache, I'm just going to do a dot like that, and then mix that with a bit of water. We get a bit of thickness. It gives thickness and opacity. Yeah, it turns that more into a gouache pencil than a watercolour pencil. You can see the difference between this here and this here. Very, very interesting, very nice. So, I need to go away and think about what I'm going to do with these supplies. So as always, we have an unboxing video, and then a little bit later, we have a Scrawler challenge video where we actually go through and do the challenge. But for now, as always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.